I think I know you well enough. You buy gold, you buy silver because you want to protect yourself and your family. You know the value inherent in gold and silver. They've been around for 5,000 years. But we've suffered lately, right? I mean, the last year and a half, 2 years have not been a real fun time for us. People who invest in precious metals, people who invest in precious metal mining stocks. But is there a big double whammy right now coming down the road that could have a major impact on the value of the ounces of physical metal you own, on the value of the mining stocks you own? I think it's very likely, and you and me, are going to talk about it in this video right now. We're going to talk about some big picture things. We'll be using all of your intellectual horsepower as we work through these two big issues that are facing us, precious metal investors, right now. Number one, we have a situation in the world where a reset is imminent. And as part of that, the United States, where we sit right now, we are not in real good financial situation, right? We are not healthy from a financial perspective. All the debt, all the monetary and fiscal mismanagement. We are not sitting pretty. If you and I were the United States of America, we'd be sitting here with a low-paying job, a ton of debt, and not a lot of real bright prospects for the future. We would have run up our credit cards. We would have, not really managed ourselves responsibly. But at the same time that's occurring, something else even more important and more interesting is occurring. But before we get to that, I want to mention something to you. We're talking about big picture stuff. I was contacted by the owner of a mint in upstate New York. What's so interesting about this, they mint the world's smallest silver, gold, and platinum bars. Now, I'm not sponsored. I'm not selling you anything right now, but he did send me a bunch of samples, and I agreed to distribute them to my viewers during my weekly Tuesday 10 a.m. Central Standard Time live stream. But check these things out. These are just a few examples. 1/4 grain gold bars. And what I really like about this one and some of the others is that these are little Christmas cards. I thought, what a great idea. What a great potential gift idea. There's 4 different Christmas cards that you can choose from. And I thought, what a great way to introduce nieces and nephews to the benefits of gold and silver. Or maybe if someone likes to collect like very, very small fractional gold, silver, or platinum, or maybe can't afford to stack large amounts of metal, this company really strikes me as a first-class, top-notch, quality organization. Benchmark Strategic Metals, I think it's bsmgoldbars.com, but if you put Benchmark Strategic Metals into Google, it'll come up. And they got some really cool, they have like over 200 different products, all types of different cards, all types of different very small fractional bars of, again, gold, silver, and platinum. So while this big reset in the system is heading our way, the other important number 2 factor going on, which changes everything, is that the United States is likely not going to be the 100% dominant unipolar force when this occurs. The world is bifurcating. The world is splitting. We have the BRICS nations, Russia and China leading the way with a host of other nations who want to kind of redo the financial system. And they have the resources, they have the population, and they have the financial health to have a much bigger say as to how things are going to look in the future. And in the United States, we're in big trouble. We've got the Federal Reserve claiming that they're fighting inflation. Look, guys, I don't know how you feel about this, but is the Federal Reserve, can they really fight inflation? The Federal Reserve needs inflation. The Federal Reserve needs negative real interest rate if there's any hope of ever kind of living through this massive monetary and fiscal crisis that our Federal Reserve leaders and political leaders have put us into. Do you really believe what the Federal Reserve says? It would be like if you had a spouse who cheated on you not once, not twice, but 3 times, and then you're believing him or her when they tell you after all that I'll never do that again. You can trust me. I've changed my ways. I mean, come on, you wouldn't believe them, but we're so apt, or at least the herd is so apt to believe what the Federal Reserve, they keep giving the Fed and even Janet Yellen at the Treasury Department, they keep giving them another chance. When that herd wakes up, like we've woken up to what's really going on, things will significantly change for the price of gold and silver. And all of this will be occurring at a time when the monetary system of the world will be going through major changes. And again, the United States isn't going to have the horsepower to dominate it like it has for the last several decades. Are they fooling you? Are they fooling me? I mean, come on, man. An 8th grader with a basic math knowledge could look at the level of debt that the country has and realize it doesn't work. It just doesn't work. Government debt, but when you throw all the other debt on top of it, things just don't work. Who's going to pay off all that government debt, for instance? There's no foreigners who want to buy our debt. There's not a lot of liquidity in the market. The only real option mathematically is that, well, I guess eventually the Fed's going to have to maybe print some more money, dilute the currency to buy the debt. When all of this comes together, the market for the precious metals will change, and it will change drastically. It'll be a happy day. You know, we've been through some choppy waters. I'll be here for you through it all. Now remember, I don't have a crystal ball. I'm giving you my opinions. Don't make any financial decisions. Don't make any relationship decisions, and don't adopt a dog or cat based upon anything I told you today, but know that you are always welcome here in Ron's Basement. I appreciate you. I think of you when I walk down those steps, and I'll be looking forward to seeing you next time.